Nice to see you again. So, how's everything going?
Not so good, really. Just work keeps getting more stressful and busier. Things don't get easier at home, and I've kind of had a realization too. Um, I feel like part of the reason why I drink isn't just to unwind. Um, I think in a sense it's almost a form of medication.
Okay. So whereas before you were thinking that your drinking was a form of relaxing, now it's feeling like you need it?
Um, yeah, not in a physical sense. It's more like when I get home from work, I just find myself too stressed, too on edge to do anything.
Okay.
And I feel like in a sense when I'm not drinking, I'm not in the mood for anything. I almost feel depressed.
Okay. So what are some of the other things you're feeling? I mean, I hear you say you're extremely stressed and feeling a little depressed. What are some of the other things that you've been feeling along with this?
I don't know. I just I don't feel too good about myself. I feel really like not enough. I don't feel confident enough. I don't feel happy enough.
So you're feeling a little down,
Yeah.
feeling like it's you or a combination of things. Because I hear you telling me that, the job situation is really bad, and that's obviously carrying over and affecting you at home.
Yeah. It's tough. It's really. It doesn't help any bit. I mean, and then when I am home, it feels like I can't do anything in a good mood.
Okay.
It really just feels like I'm forcing myself to do every bit of my daily routine.
So it really feels like you're just dragging throughout your whole day.
Yeah.
And you're feeling like this at work and at home?
At work, no, just because, we don't have enough time to feel that way. It's like you have to keep up.
Right.
Otherwise you're not there. But it's more like at home. It's constant pressure from work. I get home, I don't even really want to be there without having, taking the edge off.
Right, so tell me about that. I mean, that's a lot for somebody to take on. I can't imagine, how tough it must be to have a really stressful situation at work and then have to come home and have it feel like you don't want to do anything. Tell me how you've been handling this.
I haven't really. I mean, I've just been drinking more.
You've been drinking more since the last time that we talked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I told you I didn't even have liquor at home, but now I have like an 18-pack for the weekdays. Whenever I don't go out to the bar, I have beer at home, as opposed to before I didn't.
So we've moved on from not just beer but liquor also?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm drinking just about every day now.
You've been drinking every day.
As opposed to before, I wouldn't even do it on the weekends, really.
How are you feeling?
depressed, shamed, like I'm feeling really ashamed.
Is this because of the drinking now? Because last time we spoke, it was something that you felt was just a way of relaxing. But now it's sounding like it's definitely increased and possibly to a level that you're feeling not good about.
No, I'm feeling really bad about it. I don't want to say I've grown dependent on it, but it just feels like I'm not happy without it. And I'm not happy in my home situation.
Okay.
Definitely not happy with my work situation. And it just stresses on me.
So when you're drinking this much, it's sounding like maybe afterwards you're not feeling so good about the amount of drinking, but when you're in the moment and drinking, it sounds like that's the only time that you said you're feeling happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially, because I'm not thinking about work or anything at that point. I'm just enjoying, the moment, enjoying the feeling.
So, what have you thought about as far as fixing these feelings? Like, what would you like? What direction would you like to take at this point? Because I feel like we've maybe hit a turning point, and I may be wrong, but the last time we spoke, you were pretty certain that you were fine with the amount of drinking, and it was just a method of relaxing. There was no real problems, but now, a month later, it's gotten to be more stress, and which has caused the drinking to increase, and has also, along with that, brought up some feelings of maybe this is not a good thing. So I'm glad that we're talking, because I'm here to help you figure out how we can help you, right? So what direction would be ideal for you?
I'm not sure. I honestly have no clue. I just don't necessarily want to shut all of this inside me anymore.
Okay.
I feel like I keep it all contained, and I don't feel that that's healthy at all.
Okay, so you're keeping a lot inside, and perhaps
Not too sure about who to communicate it with. I don't want to stress out my wife Donna and let her think any less of me. So.
Right. So Donna's not someone that you can talk to freely. Okay. With what you're telling me, and by your demeanor this time, I can see that there's something troubling you, and some of the things that you have described, the unconfident feeling, the not feeling like you want to do anything, feeling depressed. I mean, I feel that are all maybe signs of depression. What do you think about that? Do you think that might be the case here?
I think so.
Okay.
I can't explain it or describe it, but I feel like it might be a case.
Okay. I mean, that's definitely one of the common things that we encounter with, that's something that goes along with alcohol and heavy drinking like that, is a lot of the times people are finding that that's a way to cope, right? A way to escape those feelings. And from what you've said so far is that that's the case. You're feeling better when you're drinking.
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, definitely, while I am going to help you work through the drinking and get to a level where you want to be and where it's not feeling negative and not feeling like it's a shameful thing, whether that be abstaining or whether that be moderation, that's up to you to decide whatever is best for you. But the other important topic here is the depression. I would like to refer you to someone who's a professional in that field, because we do see this a lot, and usually substance or alcohol abuse, usually it's not uncommon to also have some kind of mental situation such as the depression. So if you're okay with it, I would like to refer you to someone who you can start to talk to and see if that's something that you'd like to continue. Ultimately, everything that is part of your treatment is up to you. So if you feel like it's helping, then great. If not, then you can choose to discontinue that. Okay? Okay. So now let's talk a little bit about the drinking. How you said it's increased. Tell me about the increase. Where are we at now?
I used to be to go out to have a drink or two, with my boys 3 or 4 times a week.
Okay.
It's now that, or I'm drinking at home. If I'm not out, I'm drinking at home. So the drinking's increased every day.
So drinking, yes, because I do recall when you were in here last, you were going out about 3 to 4 times a week with your buddies to the bar, but never at home. Now it's...
I've been drinking at home
You've
every
been
day.
drinking at home every day. Okay, well, how are you feeling in the mornings?
Pretty awful.
Pretty awful?
My body's very achy. Some days I wake up with a hangover. That's just horribly, like, constant and day long. Most days are like that now, actually. So I feel like overall my drinking has increased vastly.
Okay. So before, when it was drinking 3 to 4 times a week, you were feeling pretty okay in the mornings, right? So what are you thinking as far as because obviously it sounds to me that you don't want to feel this way, okay, in the mornings. I know that you have to work every morning, and it's sounding like it's not feeling very good. So if you were to cut back, do you think cut back to 3 to 4 times a week, do you feel like that would be a good route for you, or are you thinking that we need to decrease even more, or
I definitely need to
decrease even more?
Significantly.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's definitely good. I'm glad to hear that you've identified that now, it is an issue and that we need to be decreasing. How do you feel about just going through a period where there is no drinking and seeing about stopping completely?
I'd be open to that. I think obviously abstaining from it would be difficult, but I'd be willing to go for that, just because I don't want to spiral completely out of control. So.
Okay. Well, trying to abstain, like you said, yes, can be extremely difficult. You may experience various symptoms of withdrawal, but there are several methods to help deal with those withdrawals, and we definitely can explore some of those options. and find what's best for you. But if the ultimate goal is to abstain, then it will require a lot of work. But if you're willing to do it, then I definitely see it as something that you can be successful with. Okay, well let's explore some of those ways then. And at this point, what kind of questions do you have for me?